Welcome. This is Patricia Fadley, and you have reached the Knotted Truth. Tonight, we're going to share about the law of vibration. The last few weeks, I've been sharing about the different invisible laws of the universe because I do believe that if you understand these invisible laws of the universe, it will help you to remain in harmony with who you are and to remain in purpose with what you were here to do, to help you become aware that there are things that are controlling everything that happens in your world. And it's all coming from your thoughts and your emotions. And what you place focus on becomes. If you're constantly worried about different things in your life, then you're constantly going to get more things to worry about. As I shared in previous videos, which you can go back and watch and catch up with me. If you haven't been here, welcome aboard. Go back and check on the videos. They're up weekly. I am going to be sharing a different information each week so that you can understand that there are different things. And if you follow these laws and you work within these laws, then you can bring anything you want into your life. You can live the life that you choose to live. We're now in the time that of self-made millionaires now. Okay, we're now in that time where people are coming out with ideas, billionaires, and are waiting for your ideas to happen. They're just waiting on something to invest in. Okay, there are people out there waiting on you to create whatever it is that you want to create. All you have to do is focus on what it is that you want, and it will come to you through the law of vibration and the law of attraction. They all work within each other. The law of attraction is, of course, a large law, but the law of vibration works within the law of attraction, which is how the law of attraction works. Okay, everything vibrates, everything is energy. And you have to understand that we are all energy, that everything around you, including yourself, is vibrating at a certain frequency. If you were to put us under a microscope, you would see nothing but a bunch of electrons and neutrons going around. We are not solid, even though we look solid, okay? Which is why cell phone frequencies and things like that, they can travel clear across the universe through buildings because buildings aren't solid. Everything vibrates. You don't have to understand it. You just have to understand and know that we are vibrating, and that, the universe is working in our favor or against us all day long, until you understand that there are invisible laws that we need to follow, and that this information has not been passed down from generation to generation in the poor or middle class arena. It's only been passed down through the elite, and now people are starting to catch on that there is something else and that there is more to it. God is the source of all energy. He created us. The earth is nothing but a big ball of energy, and we work within this energy. We're energy, moving constantly, never standing still. Energy can't be created, nor can it be destroyed. Every frequency is different. And because of that, we feel different and separate from other things. But in reality, we are not. We are all connected at the lowest level. Okay? John Halligan called it a united field. Everything that exists in the air, dirt, water, embodies vibration in motion. And all of it is mandated by the law of attraction. And if you understand that your thoughts bring to you what you are thinking about most. If you go and you look and you say, okay, I want to buy a car, I'm interested in this car. And you really focus on it, you go see it, you feel it, you touch it, you smell it, you enjoy it, you look at it, and you start to vibrate within the frequency of that car. of wanting that car, and you vibrate with it, you touch it, you start to feel its energy, okay? You can get that car because you are vibrating with things that are going to bring you the way to get that car. Understand that your thoughts, whether good or bad, are bringing more of the same to you. When you put out there, you may think that you're putting out there, I don't want this, but in reality, the universe hears, I do want that, because that's what you're speaking out loud. So if you speak something into reality, you need to speak it in a positive and stay within a positive, because a negative thought can cancel out, because that means you truly don't believe that you can have that. You must believe that you can have it in order to obtain it. Any thought that comes to your mind is obtainable. Our emotions are the most powerful and important thoughts when it comes to with thoughts and vibrations. Our emotions control everything. You must keep your emotional level at an even keel. Stay even and in flow, because anything that tilts to one side or the other is going to bring more of the same. If you get to the top and you made all this money and you start to think, I'm going to lose it, you will lose it. If you think if you think in positive ways, I need to, how can I make more? Okay. Not in a negative way, I'm going to lose what I have and become in fear of loss, because fear is a very powerful thought, and fear can stop you in your tracks. And everything, is energy, and it vibrates at the same level. If you have two flowers together, the reason why the flowers look different is because in one, they're a flower, but in and they're the same flower, but no two flowers are exactly alike, because each one vibrates at a frequency that is different than another, so we can see the difference in the flower. Our eyes see vibrational frequencies. They don't see what we think we see. We picture things in our head, and we create pictures and we make names for them. And that's what we call a chair or a table or a building or brick, whatever it may be that we call it. I know this sounds airy fairy, but it is true, and it's science, and it's been proven. We do affect matter with our thoughts. So if we can affect matter with our thoughts, then we can clearly affect the universe and everyone in it if we are thinking negative or positive. The problem is people who are watching the TV and people who have no idea how to get out of this conundrum that we're in this world, are thinking that there is no other way out, when that's what they want you to think. But in reality, there is ways out. You can create whatever it is you want to do, and you can do it. You just have to think differently. You have to change your thought process. And some things are inherent in you from childhood. So they have to be removed. And, you have to go back and you have to think, what is stopping me from doing this? And ask yourself, is this true? Because if it's not, then you need to step past that and let that go and allow your mind to say, that's not true anymore. We're cleaning that part out. You're clearing your subconscious mind out, and you're replacing in your subconscious mind more of good. You must continuously do this, because there is so much that we take into our brains every day that we don't even know we're taking in. There's so much going on around us that we only can see it within a 3-foot area of our space. We can't see beyond that. But there is so much going on in the world, and we tend to close it out because it's too much. It's too much to take in. It's too much negativity at one time. But we continuously watch things on TV that continuously pound in our heads that, you know, our world is pretty much over. And, granted, if you're a Christian, you know that it's coming. But reality is that we have to live here, and we have to make this world a better place for our children and create the peaceful world that I know and many of my colleagues know that it exists. And so many people have closed their eyes to be present, and they need to be more present in this world right now. Most people only relate to what they see as being real. Understand this. You don't understand electricity, but yet you use it. Do you need it to understand it to use it? Do you need to understand the anatomy of the eye in order to see? You don't. There are many things that we don't understand, you know, but one thing that we, do need to understand is harmony and discord. We feel these things, okay? We understand that. We understand when we're out of balance. We feel it inside of us. We feel uneasy about what's going on. And in order for us to change that, we need to change the level that we are vibrating on, the people that we are vibrating with. And we have to think differently. We may have to, make changes in our lives in order to get those people out, in order to bring the people in that are going to push us forward in life, or the people who are going to take us to the next level that we want to. You may not want to go anywhere. You may not want to go to the next level. You may not want to do any better than you are, and that's all fine and good. But I can guarantee you that if you're here and you're watching my video, then you are looking for better ways in your life to make your life better. And I'm not saying that it has to do with money. I'm saying peace, wellness, happiness, um, everything that goes with it. Okay. In order to have wealth, you need to, step it up a notch. You need to build yourself a brand. You need to be better than you are. If you, whatever it is that you see can be learned by a mentor. Everything starts with a mentor. Most people don't understand that, you can't get through this world alone. If you want to be somebody, or you want to make some, more money, or have better connections, everything takes someone teaching you what it is that you know. Always be a learner and go step outside your comfort zone to get what it is you want. Whether you have to volunteer your services in order to get what it is that you want, to work with someone or to be an apprentice with someone so that you can learn the knowledge that they have. Everyone in this world deserves to learn something that they love to do, and do it with without hesitation. We don't teach this stuff in school. We teach things that don't work anymore in schools, and it's kind of unfair for the children to come out into a world that no longer exists of what they're teaching in school. Go to college, get a degree. What does it do for you if there's no jobs out there to get? So we have to be more creative in our minds, and we have to think outside the box. And like I said before, there's plenty of billionaires and waiting on your idea to come forward and make it happen for them, for yourself. You have so many people doing this now. It's unbelievable. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg, look at what he did. You know, all you have to do is have the right connections. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And the connections come when you vibrate at a higher frequency constantly. What you want, you need to vibrate with those people. So if you see someone doing what it is that you do, then you should vibrate the same way that they vibrate so that you can attract the same things that they attract. Vibrations are very important. Your thoughts are very important. And like I said, if you use all these laws in harmony with each other, then you're going to find your life starting to change because you're growing, you're changing those poor beliefs and poor habits into something, much better. I do want to tell you, uh, hmm, anyway, I lost my train of thought. I wanted to tell you about self oppression. And, you know, self oppression can hold you back major. Okay. It can really hold you back. And limited thinking, fearful behavior, old patterns of thought that are running over and over again in your head. Okay. That may be assumptions or poor decision making. You may have, you know, these things that are holding you back, our own doubts, our own fears, our own insecurities are often very things that, stifle us from getting to the next level. They demotivate us, okay? And these little things that your little voice inside of you tells you, you have to stop listening to it. Some people have a lot of peer pressure. They have social oppression. You know, they are challenged by people and then they can't function. People are pushing judgments and commands at us at all times in this world. You have to learn how to deal with these things. And maybe some of your life having too much control, somebody like a boss or somebody who is controlling you and making you feel oppressed and you can't get out from underneath of it. These are things that you need to change. If you feel these things like you're stuck in a job or you're stuck in a relationship, anything, you know, you need to, remove yourself from, okay? Because you shouldn't allow anything to suppress you from being the person that you're supposed to be in this life. If you have a loved one and they should be behind you and pushing you forward to be the best that you can be in this world, because and the same goes for you doing it for them, because if if we all sit around and we don't do anything and we don't push to learn new things, what's the purpose? God gave us all something inside of us, some gift that we all have to share it right now. Now's the time to share it. You want to reap harvest? You've been sowing seeds for a long time. It's time. Now's the time to reap the harvest. It's the time to get connected and become aware of all the seeds that you have sown. Some people think that, oh gosh, this guy does everything wrong. He's mean. Everything comes to him. And somebody else does something always right and nothing ever comes. They constantly struggle. Is this how you feel? Because if that's how you feel, then you need to get out of that vibration and into a different vibration. Okay? You're thinking in a lack thoughts. Lack thoughts bring more lack to you. Fear brings more fear, more things to fear. So you have to understand these laws so that you stop doing this to yourself and running in circles, because Einstein says if you continuously do the same things over and over, getting the same results and expecting something different, then you are insane. So are we going to continue to do the same things over and over for the next year and the year after that? Because I can tell you, if you don't change things and move forward, you will continuously do the same things and wonder why your life is not changing. And it's the truth. You have to be the person you need to be in order to make that change. And part of that is staying at a high vibrational frequency so that you can attract the people that vibrate at that same frequency that can help you. So, anyway, that's the law of vibration. Keep your vibrations high. If you find your vibration getting low, question it, turn the frequency up, just dial into something that you love to do, dial into a happy place, and go for it. Raise that frequency right back up. Sometimes music does it, sometimes going to a place where you love does it. If you need to go and speak with God and be close to your source with nature, maybe you want to go camping for the weekend and spend some time out in nature with the trees, and all the energy from the ground and the trees comes into your body. If you go barefoot on the ground, you're getting energy from earth, okay? If you go to the water, you're getting energy from the water. Whatever it is that you love to do, get around it. Be around it more often. Raise your vibration. When you raise your frequency and you smile and you put out positive energy, it comes back to you, and it will. And those who have been sowing seeds all this time and haven't seen their rewards, they're coming. They're coming. God's got them. You just have to believe and you have to stay in faith. Keep your faith, my friends, and come back next week on thenotedtruth.com. Take care. God bless.